Come on, man.
I fully support the Chapo Trap House idea of making the Biden campaign slogan, come on, man.
Yeah, dude, it's so
perfect.
It is absolutely perfect because it's perfect on that like you know, like that the level that Biden just repeats the same stock phrases and shit and whatever when he gets cornered. Come on, man. Like, but it's also perfect because it's true, right?
It's exactly what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, it's like vote Biden, but it's instead of vote Biden, it's like vote for whoever it is.
Vote against Trump. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
vote again. Vote. Don't vote for Trump. Come on, man.
Exactly.
That's it. That's. It's like don't vote for Trump. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Specifically, have you taken a cognitive
No,
test?
I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. If he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Fact of the matter is, folks, look, folks, come on, man. My heart breaks. Come on, man. It's all about round-the-clock sex. It's all. Come on, man. Let's do it. Look. Guess what? Look. Guess what? Look. Guess what? Look. Come on, man. Oh, come on, man. It's all about round-the-clock sex. It's all round-the-clock sex. Round-the-clock sex.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
So breaking news. A fucking guy got shot outside of the White House. Apparently he's still alive.
Got shot by Secret Service, right?
Yep. And according to Trump, who would have no knowledge of, like, he was on a podium. How would he doesn't know anything, right? But this is the only time that I've ever felt this about Trump, right? So there was a bunch of reporters that were asking him questions about it, like he would know. It's like, I get it if you're asking him questions about things that he doesn't know, but like he should know, right? That's one thing. But
Yeah.
if you're asking him questions about something that clearly no one would know, right? What the fuck? What? Like, but he gave a bunch of answers and then was just like, the rest of it, he was like, I don't know, where our Secret Service they're beautiful men, they have shiny bodies, but anyway, so I'm watching the shit, right? It's the first one I've ever watched, right? The first press conference I've ever sat down and watched, right? And so I don't know all the new bits, right? Because the last time I saw any of the bits, it was like fucking, whatever, a couple months ago or something. But the thing that I realized, right, is that when it's heroin Trump, like a lot of the shit he says, fucking sounds like shit that a president would be saying or doing, right? But the thing is that sprinkled in there every so often, just enough to make you be like as you're sort of getting lulled into a false sense of security and beginning to wrap your blankie around you and sort of fall asleep to the soothing sounds of Trump talking to the press about the things that are like he'll say something like, we're building the wall, and this I'm almost quoting him verbatim, like we're building the wall, we're making great progress on the wall. No, you guys don't seem to want to talk about that anymore. And the wall is doing a great job of keeping the China virus. That's the other thing, is that there's two things that keep him from being the fucking president, right? And one is that the motherfucker will not stop calling it the China virus like a fucking idiot, right?
Yeah, that's like some elementary school shit.
Yeah, we all know what it is. You just have fucking stupid, insecure beef because you suck at doing things, right? And it's like, so you got to blame it on somebody. So it's the China virus. And then, and the other thing is that the wall, according to him, the wall, or the parts of it that he's built, right, are protecting us from disease.
That interview, the Axios.
Oh my God.
It was just, that's perfect. Like Joe Biden's campaign, if they do not snip that fucking video, that fucking interview up and turn it into a billion fucking campaign commercials, then they are fucking morons, because that is just Trump, like, just obviously failing and refusing to admit his failure and unable to come to terms with his failure over and over and over again. And it was amazing.
And lest we forget, See, this is the thing about it that stuck with me. There's two things about it that have stuck with me that have not gone away. They are now firmly lodged in my brain, maybe forever. I might be, when I inevitably go senile and start remembering things from my distant past better than I remember, like, what where my fucking car keys are. I will hear in my mind's eye the rustling of papers. That, when he brought out the papers, right? It's like, it's clear he can't read. It's clear that it's clear that somebody is feeding him this bullshit, right? Because it's like somebody had to print these fucking papers, right? Who was that? It wasn't him, right? Like, and then to go on fucking TV and fucking get out the papers and then just crinkle them, just get them out.
Like, nope, this one's not good. Nope.
Yeah, no. Look, you look at them then. You read them, because I can't. Right? Like, if he had said that, I would have respect for him. Right? I would have
the look on the interviewer's face though, when he's looking at the paper and he's like trying to decipher what Trump is fucking talking about. And he's like, what? And then all of a sudden he realizes, like, oh, you're trying to spin it this way.
Yeah.
You're trying to do this percentage deaths by percentage of cases. I'm talking about deaths of percentage of the population.
Yeah, and it's like everyone else in the fucking world is.
And he's like, no, you can't look at it that way.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not fair. That's not fair. You don't get to do that. Joe Biden is going to damage God. The omnipotent being that created us all in his image. That guy in the sky, as it were. Well, Joe Biden's coming for him. And he's got both of his fists raised and shaking. And I know it's useless to call out Republicans for hypocrisy, but this is the biggest one ever on American soil, let's say. The fact that there are any children in school right now is tantamount to like attempted genocide. Like, it's literally the fucking craziest thing ever. Like,
yeah.
And the fact that this is the hypocrisy part, the fact that those motherfuckers used to talk about death panels and shit when they were trying to get Obamacare passed.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a death panel and they're coming for your children, right? And if if that doesn't wake up the brainwashed Trump people, then like nothing will, so fuck them. like if I get it, I will be dead. I will be like half dead, right? And irreparably damaged. If there's any credence to the weed cure, like that, whatever, if weed helps, then you'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really just banking on that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I was
because
banking
what
on
else is there to bank on in 2020?
Well, I was banking on the nicotine thing, personally.
Oh,
now there's some studies that are like, no, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep believing it anyway.
Yeah, I could do more research into the cannabis one, but am I going to? No, I'm just gonna keep smoking that shit. So, in lieu of an agreement from Congress, we have some executive orders from Trump. Did you hear about these? I'm sure
that aren't going to work because they're not only illegal, but they're also toothless and stupid.
Yes. So let's go from bad to worse, I guess. The bad one, that's not the worst one, is actually the student loan one. So he basically deferred the student loan debt. So it still has to be paid off, but it's basically you don't have to pay at all this year anymore. So that's the acceptable one. Then let's move on to the
oh, by the way, just real quick, that's not real. It's not like at the end of every single one of these that you're about to mention, you also have to mention that none of this is binding in any way. He does not have the authority to do any of these things. He signed blank pieces of paper.
But here's the thing: someone has to challenge him on some of these in order for them to not.
Yeah, you mean like a student loan company that won't let you go bankrupt and get rid of your student loans? Yeah, I'd say that those are going to be the people that are like, yeah, we know what the president said, fuck you.
Well, either way, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that any of this is going to really affect anyone because I don't really think it will. But either way, that's like I said, this is bad to worse. This is not great to good or whatever.
Go to the next one.
So then you have the one that's supposed to basically prevent any kind of evictions or foreclosures or whatever for the rest of the year, but it has no teeth at all. It's basically just a suggestion to
like all the other ones. Yes.
Well, no, I mean this one has literally zero teeth. I mean the other ones actually have somewhat of a practical application. It could actually happen,
right?
But this one actually there's nothing. It's all basically rhetoric. So that's not even a thing.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So the actual student loan one, I believe, will hold. This one is not going to ever become anything because it was literally just written as a suggestion. And by the way, the media is not portraying any of this properly. It's all like being like, oh, well, Congress couldn't do it, so Trump is doing it or whatever. But it's like,
which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, it's in reality, this is all just like mostly rhetorical, whatever. But
it's smoke and mirrors.
So then there's the other one is he's doing the $400 quote unquote unemployment benefits or whatever, funded by I think DHS or something like that. But so anyways, it's really only $300 from the federal government because the state is supposed to pick up the other $100 per person. And also, this is all supposed to be done through state-run systems that are not in place. So this is something that is never going to happen. Again, just like the last one. Okay. Then, of course, you have the worst of all of the executive orders, which is the payroll tax hiatus or whatever it's called.
Deferment of payroll tax that you have to pay later. You're gonna go bankrupt later.
And also, it's just a way of trying to fuck over Social Security. Yeah, I mean those Boogaloo guys are definitely the ones causing a lot of the violence. It's getting blamed on the Black Lives Matter or the anti-racist protests.
Of course.
And that's like one of their MOs is to like, basically sow discord between black people.
Fired up.
Yeah. So, if they can make the middle class suburban, white people scared of the protesters in the city, they'll do whatever they have to do to make that happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I'm honest to God, I'm surprised that with this generation of protesters is better than mine it was. Cause fuck that, dude. No way. Unmarked fucking federal agents are coming out. Oh no, thank you. I will go home. I will hide. Absolutely.
As millennials, I feel like we really did not participate in that much protests. I mean, other than maybe Occupy, it was kind of like the big one or whatever. But like this younger generation behind us is definitely going to be protesting a lot more. I feel like they're
going to have to. They actually, they have to, right? Like Occupy was a thing where it's like, well, I have the day off tomorrow, so I'm going to go, or I'm already homeless, so I might as, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, it wasn't like the world is on fire actually, right? It was like, well, either I lost my house in the 2008 fucking financial crisis, right? Or like I'm doing okay, so I'm gonna go help, right? It's one of those two, right? But now it's like, it's like whatever. Like somebody was talking about, like, oh yeah, there's there's people of voting age right now that have never known a time without war. They've literally were born in whatever, like 2001, and now they're 19, and this is their first election, and they've never known a second where America wasn't at war. Gohmert. Do you know who Louis Gohmert is?
No.
He's a congressman from East Texas. He's a fucking piece of shit who has been literally stupiding the country for, I don't know how him, like, I remember seeing him in the, like, this is when Jon Stewart was hosting the Daily Show. That's when I remember first seeing him. So that was at least a while ago, right? And he's the dumbest motherfucker in the world, okay? And he has coronavirus, and he gave it to a congressman from Arizona who seems cool. Like,
oh, I heard about that. Okay, I didn't recognize the name, but I did hear about that incident.
Well, his name is Louis Gohmert. Anytime, like, if you can get Gomer out of the name, that like, I'm sorry, I discriminate against you. If you're like, you know, I found out there was a Hollywood producer whose name was Peter Goober, right? And like, it's like, I just think you're stupid. I'm sorry, right? Like, you might not be, but I cannot believe that you would go around with that last name, like, if you weren't like a moron, right? Like, you change it. Change your fucking name, dude. Like, do something. Stop being Goober or Gohmert or what, you know, like, Jesus. And but anyway, his staff came out. Louis Gohmert's staff came out and was like, look, this dude has been putting us in danger for months. It's something like he banned his staff from like wearing masks, and so he's like, you know, they're doing that, like, they're spitting in each other's mouths.